Welcome everyone. In today's video, we're taking you on a virtual trip to Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival again to try out some more of the delicious food offerings and enjoy some of the amazing rides. We also headed over to Magic Kingdom where we were lucky enough to secure a spot in the virtual queue for TRON. So come along with us and let's see what we got up to. At Fleur de Lis, aka the France food booth, we selected the croissant au fromage, which is a croissant with goat cheese, herbs, and roasted garlic, the provincial braised beef with rosemary tomato and niçoise gnocchi, the chocolate tart with Valrhona single origin chocolate brownie, walnuts, and raspberry coulis, and the caramelized beignet filled with vanilla cream. The goat cheese filled croissant was so good, and our favorite from this booth, and really the festival overall. It was rich and creamy goat cheese inside a light and flaky croissant. 10 out of 10. The braised beef was a hit as well. It was very tender and the sauce and gnocchi paired perfectly with it. I really enjoyed the chocolate tart. I love chocolate, so there's that. It seemed that the crust was not the best. It's like a Pop-Tart if you don't toast it, if that makes sense. Lastly, the beignet was pretty good. It was light and kind of airy, but really more like a filled donut than a beignet. At least not quite like a beignet you'd get from Café du Monde in New Orleans. Overall, nothing was a bad option, and we did go back a few times throughout our stay for the croissant because we really enjoyed it that much. After riding Remy's, which I failed to grab footage of, we headed over to the Brunch Cop booth for some of their offerings. We got the shrimp and grits, which had blackened shrimp with cheddar cheese grits, brown gravy, and sweet corn salsa. We also got the lox benedict on everything focaccia with everything spiced cream cheese, shallots, crispy capers, and hollandaise. We also got the fried cinnamon roll bites, and we got the avocado toast with marinated toy box tomatoes on toasted ciabatta. Romar really enjoyed the shrimp. It had a great flavor, and I tried just the grits, which were pretty good too. It was overall an okay dish, but not my favorite, and could be skipped if you're only here for the day. The Lax Benedict was also just okay. Not spectacular, but not bad. The fried cinnamon roll bites were pretty good. If you like cinnamon donuts, you'd like these. The avocado toast was disappointing. It had no actual flavor. It seemed they did not add any seasoning to the dish at all, so it tasted like straight mashed avocado. Overall, in my opinion, this whole booth could be skipped. There are better and more flavorful foods at other booths. After taking a spin on Test Track while the wait time was somewhat low, we sauntered over to the Lotus House booth and grabbed the spicy mala chicken skewer with creamy peanut sauce, the house-made cheesy crab wontons, the pan-fried vegetable dumplings, and the classic bubble milk tea. The chicken skewer was not good. It was gritty, and the peanut sauce was so light on the flavor that it just made it seem like an afterthought. The chicken was also dry. Perhaps we hit that booth at the wrong time of day for the chicken. The wontons were okay, however they were better options, so definitely skippable. The vegetable dumplings had a nice sauce and were a nice crunchy and chewy texture, but again, there are better options. The milk tea was also just okay. The boba wasn't prepared right, or maybe sat too long. They weren't the springy, chewy texture that they're supposed to be. This was another booth that could be skipped entirely, and you wouldn't miss anything. After such disappointing items, we made our way to the Honey Bistro booth and got the chicken and waffles, which comes with crispy honey brine chicken and honey sweet cornbread waffle with whipped honey butter and spicy honey. We also got the pollinator flatbread with honey whipped mascarpone, honey caramelized onions, blueberry gastrique, prosciutto, honey whipped goat cheese, arugula, honey vinaigrette, and bee pollen, and the honey mascarpone cheesecake with honey whipped cream, whipped honey, crystallized honey, honeycomb, dehydrated honey, and fennel pollen meringue kisses. For a drink, we got the honey peach cobbler freeze with streusel. The chicken was not crispy and it was dry, but the flavor was pretty good. I enjoyed the spicy honey flavor. It was a bit of a kick, but not too spicy. The flatbread was amazing. The sweet blueberry mixed with the savory goat cheese and the prosciutto all complemented each other. The bread was perfectly crispy on the bottom and chewy on top. This was the best pick out of the options at this booth. The cheesecake was very sweet, but not too heavy. I enjoyed it, but Romar wasn't really into it. We both enjoyed the honey peach cobbler freeze, though the peach flavor was overpowered by the honey and the streusel. It was nice to have on a hot day though. From Pineapple Promenade, we got the spicy hot dog with pineapple chutney and plantain chips, the pineapple Dole Whip, and the frozen dessert violet lemonade. We enjoyed the hot dog, though there were so many chips the whole thing kind of fell apart, but the flavor was great. What can I say about the Dole Whip that hasn't been said? It was as good as the Dole Whip from Disney always is. Definitely a great option for a snack. We love the violet lemonade though. This drink was light and flavorful. I would probably get all these again if I had the option of going again during the Flower and Garden Festival, especially that lemonade. The following day, we boarded a ferry that took us across to Magic Kingdom. Upon arrival, our first stop was a ride on the park's train, which had only recently reopened after being closed for an extended period due to the construction of TRON. Speaking of TRON, we were fortunate enough to secure a spot on the virtual queue that morning, giving us the opportunity to experience it for the first time. However, before we head over to TRON, please enjoy this footage of our really enjoyable train ride. About to go on TRON Light Cycle run, and I am scared. We'll see how I feel about it when I get done. So we just got off TRON, and a little bit shaky. It's really fast, but it's awesome, but it is short. So definitely a good one, although I think that I really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy a little bit better, and I'm sorry about the background voice, but what can you do? So that was our weekend in the parks. Like I said, we love TRON. It was super fun, though a really short ride. We really enjoyed getting to try the different food options at Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival, and overall enjoyed our escape from the everyday. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this short video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!